to get this thing going. Fun day, really a fun day. Actually, even better than I hoped. It was fun to see everybody kind of participating and meeting new people, and to see our staff all involved, and then get to top it off with a good chili dog. It's been a great day. So, but I know that all of the Clemson Nation, everybody's excited to get back out on the field. Our players are ready to get back to work on the field. You know, everybody's been grinding since January. There's always a little bit of a misconception. It's like, okay, we're beginning right now, but we're really not beginning right now. We're heading into the third phase of our journey. You know, as we break our year down into 4 phases, this is for our players the third phase, and for our coaches. So, you know, we get ready, we transform, then we head into prime time. And so there's been a lot of work going on, but this is the fun part, because we get a chance to get back on the field and start playing some games. Everybody's got a visual in their mind of that team last year, because we haven't played a game since then. But this is a very different team, and everybody's ready to turn the page. And until you play a game, it's hard to do that, I think, for a lot of our fans. So August 29th will be here before you know it. We got a lot of work to do with this team. We got a lot of work. We're a true work in progress, but it's been a good summer. You know, the guys have really handled themselves well. The leadership and the accountability has been excellent. Injury-wise, we're in a good spot. I think we've got a couple guys that y'all have known about that are working their way back. Brighton Constantine's just getting in here, and he's coming off an injury. Amari, probably the only guy you don't know about is Logan Cash. He's got a back injury. He's going to have a procedure done. So he's probably going to be not true football ready till later in the season. So he's a guy we'll wear red shirt and get him healthy and take our time with him. But he's the only one right now that would be in the category that something you didn't know about. But he'll be okay. Something we got to do and work our way back with him. But young player, got a lot of football left in front of him. But other than that, everybody's excited, ready to go. Niles has had a great summer. Jordan's had a great summer. Those guys are eager to get back out on the field and they've been leaders off the field. Now they're ready to go be leaders on the field. And so, you know, in a weird way, it was a blessing in disguise that they didn't go through spring, because we had a chance to just really kind of throw those guys in the fire, those young guys, and they grew a lot from it. So going to be a fun camp to try to figure it all out. But I think our team is a team that can compete for the league, and that's what we shoot for every year. It's never a goal to win a national championship. You've heard me say that many times. Those are all those type of things come through staying focused on the goals that we have in our program. And but I do think this team, when it's all said and done, will be a team that can compete for the league. And if you can compete for the league, you got a chance for lots of other opportunities. But that's always our focus, and won't be any different this year.
You used the term last night about having to keep your hand on the wheel a little bit more with this team. Could you just kind of address the differences of coaching this younger team as opposed to the veteran league team last year?
Yeah, it's different. Just because if you look at our roster, we have 120 on the roster, and 80 of them were freshmen and sophomores, and then 40 of them are juniors and seniors. So there's just, you have to train a little different in the summer because there's just a lot to teach. And I was just telling Kelly and Kwok over there, it's our job to meet them where they are. It's not their job to come to us. I mean, we've got to meet them where they are in their developmental process, as a person, as a player, strength conditioning, whatever it may be. And so when you have a team like this, then it's got to be a little more coach-led in certain cases. That team last year, we just, just kind of bump them here or there, to keep them on target. But it's great when you have unbelievable, 30-something guys that aren't here anymore. That's a lot of guys to roll off a roster. Most seniors we've had, and they were so committed, unbelievable leaders, and they had complete ownership of our program. And to have a guy like Clee teaching Xavier Thomas and KJ and Maskell and these guys that rolled in here last year, like, hey, they have a very clear picture. So they're young, they're sophomore, but they have a clear picture of what it looks like. And so that's still here. But now a lot of those guys have to go do it. And so as coaches, you know, we've got to. They're still young, and so we have to kind of keep our hand on the wheel a little bit and make sure that we kind of steer the course a little more with a young team.
Left tackle, you lost a very talented guy there. Do you feel like, do you get a sense that maybe Jackson is that guy to move in? I know there's still camp to come. Do you think maybe it might take a rotation of a couple of guys at least early on, maybe, to feel that really important?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's to be determined. I personally believe that Jackson is ready, eager. He's had a great summer. Last year, this time, he was trying to figure it all out. You know, it's just grind, and there's just so much accountability. There's a lot these guys have to go through, and his maturity level, his understanding. He's got a very clear picture in his head now of what camp looks like, what the season looks like. You know, same thing, just like I was talking about Clee. He had Mitch Hyatt to watch every day. How he practiced, how he met, how he took care of his body, you know, how he responded to coaching, how he responded to success, adversity, whatever it may have been. So he's got a very clear picture in his mind, but athletically and football skill-wise, he can be great. I mean, he's really a special talent, and so, you know, I think he's eager to go prove that he can lock it down. But yeah, we got all kind of options. You know, Ankrum can play left. John can play left. Blake Vincent had a really good spring for us. So we've got a lot of flexibility up front, but it's certainly going to start with Jackson. And you know, I don't have any doubt that he'll seize the moment.
With Amari, do you have a timetable yet for when he might?
No, that's all, you know, Danny Poole and all those guys, and just really kind of where he is. I think those injuries are so individual. You know, I mean, you look at a guy like Deshaun Watson, for example, and he had his first one. He came back, won a national championship. He had his second one. He came back, made All-Pro. So, and I think his body responded well, and then obviously he put the work in. And I will say this: Amari has been phenomenal, and I would say he's definitely ahead of probably where most people would be, and is doing really well. He's running straight ahead. I think they'll start letting him cut here soon, but no real timetable, and it just, you know, I mean, I think he's hopeful. We're all hopeful that, you know, maybe he'll be back sometime in September. That'd be awesome, but there's no set, like, he'll be back at this time. When he's back, he's back. The good news is he will be back, and he'll be better than ever, no doubt.